Right, well, that's the end of the transfer window, and I don't think we did too badly. I'm going to be making a video about the players that have come in and my thoughts on them. So don't forget to stick around and subscribe if you want to hear that. My name is Stephen Dawes. This is Palace to the Call. So Oliver Glasner, there's an article that came out yesterday in the Mirror where Oliver Glasner was talking about Adam Wharton and how he is progressing at the beginning of the season. And I thought that I would take a look and read through it with you, because it's quite a long piece that he's talking about. And it suggests to me that Adam Wharton might not play every minute of every game, for at least for the first couple of weeks. Let's take a look at the article and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so here we are, and this is what Oliver Glasner has said about Adam Wharton. He's basically been talking about his England call up, and now he's called up to, of course, the under-21s, and he wants to manage him carefully. He said Adam has had an unbelievable development here since he came back from the Euros. He has had some issues with his body, not big issues, but a little bit here, a little bit there. It's also why we gave him a break against Norwich. He's not in his top fitness level and can't be. He's been training with us for 3 weeks, but hasn't been able to do every single training. It's about load management and how much we can do to avoid making his problems worse, and what does he need to improve his fitness levels. It's also about important to understand what happens in the life of a 20-year-old boy. 8 months ago, he played for Blackburn in the Championship. Then he was on the bench trying to win the Euros final after playing an unbelievable season. There was so much in his mind, and the mind always influences the body. He's a great player, he's a great guy, and he will be back in his best shape quickly. Everyone can see how much he gives to our squad with his passing. He goes on to say, in the Euros, there were 26 players nominated. He didn't play any minutes there, but I talked to him. There was no problem for him. He was nominated for the under-21s, but the medical departments are talking, but we believe he needs to rest and not competition games now. He can't participate in all training sessions, and he can't participate in all games. He now needs a good build-up of his shape in competition games qualifiers. You have to take care of the games, and we would like to use these 2 weeks by just taking care, not playing competition games, and also to improve his fitness levels. That's how we would like to use the international. Right, so that suggests that he does have perhaps an injury, not necessarily injury, but perhaps he's just tired. Perhaps he's got some kind of problem that he needs to work through. He didn't go into specifics about it, but it's obviously, Adam Wharton has an amazing rise since he joined Crystal Palace. I mean, he played really well for Blackburn Rovers. He came into Crystal Palace, started playing almost straight away. He hasn't played full games for that whole time that he came in, but he was playing and he was doing really well. And there's a lot of expectation on his shoulders. A lot of people expect a lot from him. So maybe part of it is psychological, maybe part of it is physical. He didn't go into details, as I said, but I think it's important for everyone to understand that he's probably not going to be playing every game. Or at least not the whole game. He's supposed to be fit for Chelsea. Whether he starts or whether he comes on later, we'll have to wait and see. But I think from what Oliver Glasner was saying, he's not entirely happy with him playing for the international teams, because I think he wants him to have a rest. So maybe he'll get pulled from the under-21s, or maybe he'll go but not actually play. That remains to be seen, but I think he's definitely one that Oliver Glasner wants to keep an eye on and monitor him, because we've had it before with players, not just Crystal Palace but other players, where they've started their career really early and then they've had problems injury wise, or because they're still growing, still developing as people. They've had issues along the way, especially if they've played a lot of football. So I think Oliver Glasner is aware of that and wants to be careful with him, which is totally understandable. So I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think we're going to see him all game, every game for a few weeks. He's probably going to let him have some time to rest and and do it that way, which, there's nothing wrong with that. And also we've got the players in the middle that can cope with that. We've got new players come in. Adam Wharton is a great player, but we've got others who can come in and help out while he's resting and taking time. So I'm not terribly worried about it. I just thought that I would let you know, just in case you're wondering why he's not playing every game, or why he maybe being substituted at half time or something like that. I think it's just Oliver Glasner wanting to be careful and wanting to keep an eye on him. So let me know down in the comment section what you think about that, and I will see you next time.